Hello, everyone. Welcome back to He Says. Today will be a reading on Tyler Perry Part 2. Let's see what's in store. I know the first one, a lot of stuff came on out the closet. So I'm going to be interested as to maybe what will come out today. So at this point, I'm going to be asking more or less about what stars that have worked with him, how they feel about him, and maybe we can unfold some more truths. What's up, Monica? Thanks for coming on over. I appreciate it. So first, Tika Sumpter was his muse. And then his muse is now being as the girl from Ruthless. Gotta find her name. Melissa L. Williams. That's his new muse. So let's see how Tika Sumpter feels about Tyler Perry. Angels, ancestors, put a fiery wall of protection around me, my home, my family, and fancy. Protect my energy. Allow me to see and hear the messages clearly. Take my bias out of the reading. Angels, ancestors, I appreciate your love, guidance, wisdom, and protection. So let's see. Okay. Angels, ancestors, how does Tika Sumpter feel about Tyler Perry? How does Tika Sumpter feel about Tyler Perry? How does Tika Sumpter feel about Tyler Perry? So let's see. Bottom of the deck, how does she feel about Tyler Perry? Nine. We get the Nine of Wands. How does she feel about Tika Sumpter? How does Tika Sumpter feel about Tyler Perry? Let's see. Because this would be interesting. She was in all these movies. She was right next to like the Browns in them. You know what I mean? And at first I'm going to ask how they feel about him too. But I want to get to, I don't know why I was led to ask about Tika first. But how does she feel about Tyler Perry? I do ultimately. I'm hearing it's a method to his madness. He is very protected. I'm hearing very forticated. I'm feeling like you don't want to find yourself on his bad side. He always has strong opinions. He's very strong-willed. He has a very defensive attitude when it comes to personal stuff. Don't push, like if you even try to ask certain personal questions, I feel like he's very like if somebody jumped at you, like if you will, but to jump at somebody with your words in a conversation without physically jumping, like that's kind of how it feels like how dare you? Like, I don't know. Anyway, because there's something there to hide. So therefore, when anybody just kind of rings that doorbell to the house of his secrets, he like, what the fuck? Let me see. I feel like she has knowledge that he does have some type of illness that he pays a lot of money to maintain. That's like his number one secret. He pays a lot of money to maintain this. He did some type of special trial. Some type of special trial treatment. So, because whatever he got, some type of special trial, it's like it's not out, you know, whatever it is, but it kind of made it like he never had it. And whatever it is, it boosted his immune system back up, because whatever he had was a fucking with his immune system. Let me see. She has a lot of good things to say about him, like, you know, he'll stand up, you know, for his his actors and actresses and stuff like that. Like, you know, in a way, he has good, you know what I'm saying? Like she's saying, like he has like good qualities. Like he's very, you know, he's very determined. You know, he perseveres. And he's not open to change. He likes it his way. It's really his way or the highway. And it feels like something like where you really don't have too many interactions with him. He has so many in front people. It's like he has so many people that talk on his behalf, do things on his behalf. So it's like you don't really interact with him all like that. You do, but like not like how maybe we would think, you know? What else? Something about he's always prepared for something like to happen, for his business to get out, for a actor to turn on him because of what they've seen or what they heard or what they could possibly imply. He has it's legit a fortress around him, his secrets, his business, that land, you know, whatever he does, it's always like this fortress, this wall around him. Interesting. And next, of course, we slide on over to the Hierophant card. Okay, how does Tika Sumpter feel about Tyler Perry? Let's see. What do I want to clarify this with? Let's see. What does this deck have for us? Does this deck have anything to any light to shed on maybe why this Hierophant card is here? I have a sneaking suspicion, of course, like I always do, but you know, I'm just gonna tickle my fancy today and see maybe what shakes from the tree. Angels, ancestors. Why is the Hierophant card here? Why is the Hierophant card here? We got warning signs and we got fresh start. And then we got yes at the bottom of the deck. So whatever we was thinking about it, it's yes. But anyway, I thought it was here automatically because he's a gatekeeper to the oath. He's a gatekeeper to the boule. He is up there. He's not the father, of course, because that's Denzel. Because of course Tyler Perry is on the as far as the totem pole goes, he's like the middle, okay? And he houses all this talent. It's kind of like they start there first. They kind of get broken in. I'm hearing broken in in every sense of the word. Ooh, excuse me. They get broken in there or through him. But yes, he is with them. Of course, if you thought he wasn't, I don't know where your mind was. But he is capable. He's been deemed with the power by them to give people fresh starts. And what's crazy that this has come up because don't you remember the guy from that guy that used to play, what was it, on the Cosby Show, and then he was seen that he was the cashier at Whole Foods, and then when it was this big thing when somebody took his picture, then all of a sudden he pops up in these Tyler Perry movies or something, or was it a type, like, anyway, but it's crazy that my mind went to that because the guy just popped up in a movie I just watched before I came on with you guys with Michael Ealy, that new movie with Michael Ealy, Fatal. So he's been deemed with being a fresh start person, just like he gave Cicely Tyson a new fresh start into acting, and all these other people that maybe had been acting, but then like now they're in Tyler Perry's, stable, if you will. Something about there aren't, because the card actually was in reverse, the warning sign card. There aren't any warning signs that all of this is true. Just like that cult show that I watch it. I like that show. Just like the cult show. Like you can, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like on the outside, they want you to appear that it's this, it's that. He hires all this black people, he hires all these black people. I worked this far. I started from the Chitlin circuit with the plays and, all this shit, late nights, early mornings. And I built this, this is the house that Tyler Perry built and, all that. And you have no idea what you're in for. Then we get to the Knight of Pentacles. So this is like a working, like slow moving, slow rising star. So it's like when you're working with Tyler Perry, no, you're not like you're not necessarily this really big, action movie, star. No, and for a long time, Tyler Perry was shut out of this whole, of the whole thing, because, you have to kind of be ordained in a such. So from him to break out from the plays to the screen, until, it took some blood. It took some blood and it took some it took some blood. I don't know why they make it like they want me to just keep saying it took some blood. Then because it's like, you never see nobody really, you never see nobody really big. So he's like the middle totem pole guy. Like he can take you from the bottom to the middle. And then if you are doing good at the middle, then somebody sees you at the top and picks you from the middle and then you join the top. If that makes any sense to you guys, get what I'm saying? So that's what she's explaining. That's what it is. Do 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 do. Let's ask Tika, what secrets of Tyler Perry's does she know? What secrets, Tika? What secrets of Tyler Perry's do you know? What secrets? What secrets? Interesting. with secrets. Ultimately, it's just that he's not who we think he is. That's the ultimate secret. He's just not who we think he is. She said that sums everything up right there. Then we get to this nightmare card. I feel like he has ruined people, careers. He's caused a lot of people sleepless nights. Let's see. He himself doesn't sleep well at night. He himself has like a energy, a low vibrational energy to him. It feels like a black hole type of energy. Let me see. He can be very cruel. He plays a lot of mind games. He has a very cruel rigidness to him. Like I'm getting chills. I'm getting really, really, really deep chills. He has a really, really sadisticness to him, a cruelness to him. He dabbles with depression a lot, but then the balance is that he gives that out to people. Something about mental mind games. He loves psychological warfare. As we all know, Tyler Perry is very cerebral. You can tell by all the plots in his shows. He's very cerebral. So if you're his enemy, he's very cerebral. So like she said earlier, you don't want to get on his bad side, because he'll take it very far to the game of chess with you is done. And then you're left like this, and this. Okay. So, and while he is like this, okay. So it's not somebody who you really want to play chess with. Okay. From her standpoint, this is how she feels. That's the secrets. That he'll put on these airs like he's this really good guy, gives to the community, is so giving, very humble, very down to earth, give you the shirt off his back. And not that he won't, but it's strategically why he did whatever he does if it's good, and especially if the public knows about it. And then she's talking again about the homeless people that are trafficking. This is in the present position. This homeless people and these homeless people disappearing is a thing. Because it's coming up again, so I can't be crazy. It's coming up again. Something about these homeless people, too. Something about, again, I feel like they're paid extras. And I don't even know if he even pays them. And if he does pay them, it's like something real meager. But it's like a cult how he run it. It feels just like Ruthless. Like when they go out and they're going out to recruit these homeless people, these vagrants. And then they bring them back to the compound. right? The Tyler Perry compound. And you got to do this little grunt work around there. But it's like, I don't know what else. But again, he need these extras again for the shows and shit, right? But that's how he keep costs down. I don't know if it's something like I feel like I don't know if it's a sexual tone, but it feels like it's some type of sexual tone to it though, with the homeless people and the extras and all whatever and all of that shit. It is some type of sexual tone to it. Very interesting, Tika. Very interesting. Thank you. Thank you for your input. I appreciate that. What about Tamala Man? And what's his name? The other one is Tamala Man. And what's Mr. Brown name? Tamala Man and what's her face man? What's that? Tamala Man and what's his name? David. Thank you, David. How do they feel? Because I feel like they've been with him for a while. So they would probably have a lot to say as well. Huh. And then we're gonna finish it up with what this Michelle Williams lady got to say. Let's see. So how does Tamala and David Mann feel about Tyler Perry? How does David and Tamala Mann feel about Tyler Perry? How does Tamala... Oh, shit. Well, let's see. So, let's see. So first let's go with the first card out. And then I feel like I'm going to circle back to this bottom of the deck card in a second. The first card out is this Seven of Swords. Usually the Seven of Swords, of course, okay, is somebody stealing, taking somebody, getting in and out, leaving something behind, blah, 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 blah. And this could go a lot of ways. But I feel that he took their ideas. I feel like he took their idea. Or ideas about stuff. Like maybe they would, like, I feel like maybe they was having like conversations about shit, thinking and like, just like talking like, man, and then I'm blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, like they just kind of maybe just talking, right? And then he just like he implemented, but then he take credit for it, like he didn't have these conversations with them. And they didn't really trip because they was like, well, okay, I'm still part of the benefit of my idea because I'm still working, in my idea. You know what I mean? But then we get to the Queen of Cups. But I feel like he would tell his wife, like, man, didn't I say that it be dun, 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 dun? And then he said, huh? And she's like, man, don't worry about it. He's like, but and she was like, don't even worry. Like, what I'm saying? That just mean that he just, like your creative genius. Like, I could just see, like, maybe I could be, I don't know these people. I could be totally tripping. I don't know these people. That's interesting. I could see that though. I totally see that though. That feels true. Queen of Cups. ADD kind of got me for a second. All right. Queen of Cups. somehow, maybe it might. What? I'm getting the feeling that, again, Tyler is very cerebral, like fucking X-Men cerebral. You know what I mean? Like he X-Men cerebral. Okay. And it's something about like he likes to manipulate. It's like he treat these people like he's the puppeteer. So he likes to pull people's strings for certain emotions, or to, you can call him a good director for that, in a way, right? You could see it that way. And I think for a while they saw it that way. But then that's the line of the sadistic, cruel, mind fuckery games that Tika just mentioned. So yeah, it pushes you in a way for your craft, for you to be good, and you get this good performance, and you're coming from this place, and he's putting you in this mind state, and maybe that's the brilliance of it. But then he tilts the scale with this gift that he has, and he uses it for evil, for his own maniacal pleasures. That's the best way I could put it, because I hate to mince words, but that's really like the best way I could put it. It's like he treats people like things, a possession. He treats the actors like a possession. You're mine. Yeah. That's what I'm getting. Like and what's crazy though, and at the same time he does this, he'll stroke you and nurture you and be like, your car broke down, I got you a new one. It's like, again, it's the mind games, to where when you think you got your mind made up about this motherfucker, he go and do some shit, and you now you confused again. Like, this is not my energy, because I don't give a fuck enough. Like, this is really deep, that this is this is how they feel about him. This is really this is crazy. I could totally see this though, because me myself, I am very skilled in psychology. So this is very interesting. Hilarious. So then we're at the 5 of Pentacles. So from there we get to, if you don't, it's the same air that they're saying. You don't want to become his enemy. You don't want to go up against him. They're also speaking to the fact that these homeless people, it'd be used as extras. Something is not right with these homeless people and being used as extras around her. They also speaking to that same secret. And how they never would want to get on his bad side. Then we're ending it with the Knight of Wands here, which is the overall energy of how them as a couple feel about Tyler Perry. Knight of Wands. Creative energy. That's what I'm saying. It was just, I really had already said it. Everything this card is saying, I already fucking said it. I always get ahead of myself sometimes. Again, they just do know of his gay vacation, something about gay sex vacations, and then they do know that he is involved in a sex ring. They do know that. They do know that he's involved in some type of sex trafficking ring. They do know that. They do know that. Okay, so that's how they feel. Very interesting. Okay, and now we're gonna ask, how does Michelle, his new muse, feel about him? And her name was Michelle Williams, right? Let me just make sure. I think I'm right though, because that's what I think. Yeah. Yeah. Melissa. Shit. Melissa Williams. So, how does Melissa Williams feel about Tyler Perry? How does Melissa Williams feel about Tyler Perry? How does Melissa Williams feel? Oh, shit. About Tyler Perry. And look what comes out. Guys, y'all see me shuffle the goddamn cards. I can't make this shit up. If I wanted to, I can make this shit up. Anyway, how does she feel about Tyler Perry? It's the same fucking cards. Oh, shit. Oh, life is hilarious. Bottom of the deck energy. She feels again that he's not what we think he is. He's very good, and I'm hearing the the boat and show the what do people call it? The Sumner Pony Show. I can't get it, but something about the Sumner and Pony Show. I don't know. But anyway, basically what that means is that he just good with putting on a front. She does know about these fucking homeless people. She know about the homeless people too. Then of course, you know, she was given this lump sum and it was very lucrative and it was very attractive and it was all her dreams and it was like, this is life-changing amount of money. This can really propel me from here and there. And we all know that once you get into one Tyler Perry film, he's gonna have you in another one and another one. And then my dreams can finally be realized. I can change the life of my family. I can be welcomed back from where I come from. People will know who I am. I made a difference. I made it out. I could be a role model. So, yeah. That's what led her to this whole thing. Then, of course, we're getting the same card that how does she feel? Just like what Tika Sumpter said. And I forgot who card this came out for. Was this Tika when she said something about this too? I don't know. But yeah, but ultimately, I don't think she is in yet, but ultimately I don't know if she knows where this is this is where this is going. I don't know. I don't know if she knows. I don't know if she knows. But she does know to some small aspect that he's a gatekeeper for up and coming talent. And that people treat him like the highest on that show. If a motherfucker could carry him around in a chair all day, a motherfuckers would. Like, that's what I'm hearing her. Like, that's her energy. If he wanted a motherfucker to suck his dick while he directing the scene, motherfuckers would do it. Bet nobody not fucking look and acting like it's something weird with it, like type shit. Like, that's his energy. Like, that's his energy. He wants to be revered like a pope would be revered. Like, if he could have pedal throwers, like from Coming to America, he had that type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wants to be like exalted. Interesting. Well done. That's from his talents, soul's mouth. How do they feel about Tyler Perry? Let's see what y'all talking about. Yeah, Miss Exotica, yes, you did say that. And I was like, girl, I've been watching this show from the get-go. And when you said that, I'm like, yeah. So, and then she just confirmed it and she works on the show. Exactly. Because he play into their agenda because he with them. Y'all, do y'all know this girl wrote on my other video? She gonna talk about some. This is crazy. It's my dream to work with Tyler Perry. Bitch, then why you watching my video then? The fuck? If that's your dream, let that be your dream. This ain't got shit to do with what I'm talking about in my video. The fuck? This ain't got shit to do. What the hell? This ain't got shit to do with what I'm talking about in my video. If anybody, somebody could still watch the video and still want to work with him and still maybe have, I mean, you know, again, it's, I don't know. Life is what you make it. Life is what you make it. So no matter what I say about any of these celebrities, you know what I mean? Shit, it's your opinion to make up your mind how to take the information how you want to take it. Shit, the fuck? I never said no, don't work with he. You know, listen, this ain't none of my fucking business, and I don't even give a damn about this shit. But I'm just the catalyst to maybe give clarity to somebody that maybe already thought these things, or validate somebody thinking that they was crazy. You know, shit like that. But other than that, I don't give a fuck. You know. People hilarious. None of this make me none. You know what I mean? Like my life still goes on. So none of this make me none. You been tired of Tyler? Pandisha, I don't know who that is. Exactly, baby doll. And that's really all that's really all I'm really is the angle here. That to expose these people for who they are. Because again, a lot of people don't realize that they look at us like sheeple. Again, we're the audience and they're on the stage. And some people is just like eating a popcorn, so enamored in a fucking trance with what's going on the stage. And I'm just like, do you not see like all this other shit happening? Like, it's like my gift is almost like the ability to see behind the scenes of the stage, even though I'm still sitting in the audience. So I have no way to prove that I'm right about this shit. But then shit come out and be like, damn, you did say that. So the girl that played the part, oh, China. Oh, yeah. That would be interesting because it seemed like she cracked. China. What would you just say her last name was? China. Let me go back down. Pandisha, China, and McClain. Let's see what she got to say. Because, yeah, she did work with Tyler Perry and Daddy's Girls or something, right? So let me see. Angels, Ancestors. What does China McClain have, or how does she feel about Tyler Perry? How does China McClain 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 feel about Tyler Perry? It seems like this. Now that's too many cards, Angels, because I ain't. I'm gonna ask one more time, see what else come out. How does China McClain feel about? Okay, we can do that. We could do that. So, bottom of the deck, we get the Hanged Man. Then we get the Four of Pentacles. Then we get the Three of Cups, which is probably her and her sisters. And then we get the Three of Wands. So how does she feel about Tyler Perry? Oh, I think she's going to be my last person unless somebody interesting come up. Other than that, we got other videos to get to today. And I got clients. Four of Pentacles. So I mean, because I was gonna say cheap, but again, he viewed, this is going back to what I said, to the Queen of Cups, that he views them as possessions. I feel like he didn't want to let them go out of the family, off of the plantation. Okay, because that's like a plantation basically, and he didn't want to let them go off the plantation. I'm feeling like they had to pay their way off the plantation. Yes, they did make money from working with him. And yes, that led to other business projects. And yes, he did open doors for other business avenues. But he didn't want to let them go. When they wanted to transition to other things, he kind of made it a bit difficult, to say the least. And then something about that, they had to pay their way or buy their way out of their contract. Which was, so then the present energy, moving from there, or the recent, recent present, which seems contradictory, but whatever. They had satisfaction from leaving, and they got to reap their full harvest from leaving, and then their careers took off from leaving. But then now they're left waiting for their ships to come in. They're left waiting for their ships to come in. The success and the feeling of this is gone, and they're left waiting for the next opportunity and their ships to come in. But the overall energy was that because they left, they were sacrificed. Their careers was sacrificed, which is odd that this card is right underneath that, which is how she really kind of feels at this point with wanting to leave and not wanting to take any offers, not for the betterment of the family or whatever. She doesn't want to take any, she just wants to be done. She's in a stalemate. But all of this, it seems like it feels like life is a hill, right? And you get your prime, and then, you start taking your walk, down. That's everybody, right? It's a struggle coming up the hill. You get to the top, you look around, you may build something at the top. You may bring some shit up to the top, which you build a family, you know what I mean? All of this shit. And then in life, you start to walk down the hill. So it seems like her walk down the hill was activated a bit early as far as her career goes, when she decided to leave the Tyler Perry plantation. That's what I'm getting. I don't know these people. I could be wrong. That's what I'm getting. What y'all got to say? What y'all talking about? She got a studio with Von Soul trapped in it. What, Crash Nation? Oh shit! Listen here. Now that's interesting. Now listen, I've never wanted to read another reader. Y'all asking me, that's a tall order. That I'm going to have to respectfully decline for the simple fact that, listen, spiritual warfare goes beyond these fucking YouTube videos. Okay. Personally, I was led to block all readers from my channel. It was, well, not all readers, but whatever readers they instructed me to block, because they was saying like well, not, because again, it's not all readers, but a few they showed me was like they felt some type of way about me, or was using my material or something like that. And I was just like, what? And I'm always the last to believe that somebody it's like, because I hate using the J word. I hate using the J word. I don't operate in the J word. I feel like it's a baseless emotion. I don't operate in the J word. I really don't. But yeah. So, and then I can't watch them. Like, the will to watch them was taken away from me because somehow it'll taint whatever I do. So I can't watch them. Certain ones, should I say. I can't watch certain people. Yeah. Because you know what? A lot of people have to realize that no matter that, I feel like with my gift, it's of the light. Like, you know what I mean? Just like you can say with witchcraft, you got white witches, you got dark witches, you got gray witches, you know? So on the spectrum of that, I'm more on the white, not as like, I'm not a witch, but just saying the fact of just I just operate my gift from the right side of things. You know what I mean? Like with the light, like with my angels and ancestors. I don't, you know what I mean? But people that do want to dabble and intermingle with the dark side, I mean, they get results very quickly. They can be very powerful. You know what I mean? It's extra stuff to it. Not that I'm like even intimidated by the least. No, I'm not scared of anything. But it's just the fact of I don't have time to be fighting all that. You know what I mean? I just don't have the time to fight all that. I didn't thank you, Lene. I didn't realize I don't know if I could I don't know if I felt like I couldn't feel his energy, but because don't try to remember me saying, I was like, well, I don't want to tug on his energy. I feel like he's occupied. And I don't even know why y'all, half the time, I don't even know why when I'm tapped in, I don't even know why I'm saying shit. Because half the time I don't even remember what the fuck I said because I'm tapped in versus when I'm tapped out and I'm just, my regular self. And I was like, well, let me just ask my angels and ancestors because I feel like he is occupied. I don't even know. I just thought like, he was a lot of shit he could be doing. So that's interesting. Yes, I can definitely agree with that. So that's why, again, with me, it's always all love. This is YouTube. This is a paid hobby. It's not something that, you know what I mean, that I'm taking that seriously. But I can't negate the fact that some people do. Some people do feel, you know, like this is their bread and butter, and then they're very possessive over, you know, whatever this brings to them. You know what I mean? And to me, I could care less, but you know, I have to respect that some people do care. And you know, and I try to tread lightly, but again, it's always all love over here. I've always repped other people. I don't care if people watch other people. It's more than enough, you know what I mean, truth out there. I don't, you know what I mean, like that's not who I am. That's not who I've ever been, or ever will be. Like I just don't operate in the J energy or the J word. Like that's just never been my energy. It's always all love over here. Dun, dun, dun. Does he sacrifice some of those homeless people? You know what? Let's ask. What, again, other than the extra work, what is Tyler Perry's purpose for luring homeless people to his compound, his studio? Other than doing extra work on the films, why is Tyler Perry luring homeless people? So we get the death card and we get the 10 of cups, and then we get the Knight of Pentacles. Why is he luring these homeless people? I'm hearing right now like they have no other choice. What else could they be doing? It solves a problem for the city. It's bringing harmony to the city. It's filling a need. The need is that their city remains to look beautiful and intact for tourists and for business and for out of town people, and it remains a hub. And he feels like he's doing some type of good thing by taking them off the streets, and giving them a sense of family. He said that they're becoming part of a family. Homeless people are on the street because they don't have a family. This is his energy, not mine, because they don't have a family. So then now I'm introducing them and giving the opportunity to be part of something great, part of a family. So with that being said, that looks tempting to somebody that's homeless, right? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, that's what I'm getting, guys. I'm gonna stick to that. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is again working. That's like a working energy. And then I'll ask directly after this, does he sacrifice any of them? Do any of them die on the compound? Really, it's the more direct question. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Something about he can depend up on them. And there's something about a tax, something about something about a tax. I don't know. Something about something in taxes, something about taxes. I don't know. something about that they work harder. They have more attention to detail. They're more loyal. I can trust them. They just simply want to work. But something about money, taxes, using it for money, something taxes, something like, I don't know, something like that. Then the underneath though, we have the death card. And when the death card comes out, again, this doesn't mean an actual death. It's just like the ending of something to the beginning of something. So he's putting an end to their poverty, their suffering. So again, with that being said, he's then looked at as this Jesus, this Jesus of Nazareth, energy. When you're able to just wave your hand and you put the end to somebody's suffering, in people's head, they equate that to some type of Jesus-like energy. So then therefore you are totally indebted to these people. It feels like indentured. So that's what I'm getting. Then let's ask are any of the homeless people I don't know, you could say ritualistically killed? Let's ask that. Are any of the homeless people on the Tyler Perry compound being ritualistically killed? Are any of the homeless people on Tyler Perry's compound being ritualistically killed? Are any of the people on Tyler Perry's compound being ritualistically killed? So we got the Page of Wands, we have the Five of Swords, and then we have the Two of Swords. Let's see. Interesting. I mean, if it's a yes or a no, then it feels like a yes. You okay, Poochie? Something about he promised them that maybe they'll be a star. You never know. One day you will be a star. I don't know. Something about promises of being a star. Always like something about they got potential. I don't know why this is coming up, but something about like then we get to I feel like some of them have been like his sex partners, like the younger ones, like the light skin, like Twinkie looking, like I don't know, something about Twinkie ones. Then I don't. So that's the first card, right? So like yes, there is a small sexual nature to the influx of these homeless people, right? And then it teeter-totters with the question, or are they ritualistically killed on the compound, or have been killed, or whatever. Is the energy there? Okay, so then we get to the Five of Swords, which is like a bullying, a fighting, a disarming. It's talk that just like on the show Ruthless. Like, no, do they ever see them get people get killed? No, but then the motherfuckers just up and disappear. It's like that, you know what I mean? Like, they was here today, motherfucker gone tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, have y'all seen Light Skin Mark? You know, the one with the dimples. They like I just seen him over there. He was sweeping and shit. And then we ain't seen him or some shit. Like, it's like that. That's what it's like. So no, nobody has really seen anybody get killed, but motherfuckers do come up missing. And I don't know these people, so all of this shit got to be alleged. I don't fucking know. I feel like there has been tense situations where it almost got to there where people could see, and maybe like the last they heard of it, like the last they seen him, he got into like it was some type of heated argument or heated something or something, and then we didn't see him no more. So that's why the homeless is interesting, because not only do they not have a family, people really not looking for them. So if they do go missing, who the fuck care? Then they're going to be more indebted to you because you're able to wave your hand and give them, they're so enamored with the small things because they just came from nothing. So these people are the perfect target. They're the perfect target. It scratches a lot of people's backs for him to do what he do as far as involving these homeless people with his operation. Interesting. So there we have it, guys. I can't think of any other questions right now in this particular part 2. What y'all talking about? Does he pimp them out? Because I feel like I answered this. Here's the thing. It's just like on Ruthless. It's a hierarchy of people and what they do and who is trusted and who can go where, who's supposed to belong where, and who's supposed to be. It's the same thing. Okay. With a place so big, it's the same thing. Okay. So let's not overthink this. The homeless people provide what? They provide low budget help, grunt work, you know what I mean, to maintain the property, cut grass, clean the sets, build shit, dust shit, move shit, you know what I mean, grunt work. Okay, so if they are fine enough, if they're cute enough, if they can assimilate in, you know what I mean? Like maybe they had because I mean, different homeless people have reasons why they're homeless. You know what I mean? So all they really needed was this opportunity, and now like they're a diamond in the rough. So then if it's that thing, then like I had said prior, then they could then maybe be made a star or become an extra. And then when you're when you are in those echelons, you do have to do certain things. So it is a small sexual nature to the homeless people that he bring in there. As far as the people that he trafficking, that's like a holding ground for other people that are, for trafficking. Now, if it's a cute girl, again, it's like a diamond in the rough or something, then yeah, it should be moved to that side of things like that. But the overall purpose is not necessarily for sex. It really isn't. They have specific people that they use already for the trafficking. So let me see. What reading is after this? Fancy, leave me alone. What do you want? I'm finna let you out. Okay, after this, we're gonna do COVID-19. And then after that, we're gonna do NBA Youngboy, and then we're gonna do Hobson. And if we have enough time, I'll do Asian Doll. All right, guys. So, like I always say, seek the truth, vibrate higher, and carpe diem. Until the next time, guys. I'm out.